Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alex here, and I cannot believe I'm making this video. This video had to come out eventually. It's been an ongoing process of switching my job for the past few months, and one of the reasons I stopped posting so often, or at least I haven't posted this often, was because of this. I have changed my job. I have resigned my position as a cabin crew, and I know this is a shock for many people following my channel because I am the crew that they refer to. It's part of my YouTube journey. It's part of your journey as well. I honestly don't know how to start this video, but I have some bullet points which I will go through. First of all, let me just tell you guys, the cabin crew job is absolutely brilliant. It's a great job, especially if you're in your 20s and your early 30s. It's an absolutely amazing experience altogether, working for Qatar Airways, working for Emirates, working for Etihad Airways, of course, and a number of different airlines, right? It's a job in which you get to travel the world, meet a lot of people, interact, and of course earn a good paycheck while traveling the world, which is the best part. You get to have those discounted staff tickets for you and your family and your loved ones. Hell, you can even travel yourself business class on a discount ticket, which is great. Just so many benefits. Living in Abu Dhabi or Dubai or Doha, if we refer to the Middle Eastern airlines, it's just overall great. I love it here. I really love Abu Dhabi, and of course I like Dubai as well as their neighbor cities. They're clean, they're safe, a lot of opportunities within those cities. So overall, I do recommend this job. If you are kind of an extrovert person, if your English is fluent, if you're above 21 years of age, if maybe you have a different career, you're at a standpoint and then you want to switch into something else, something more lighter, right? Maybe you want to travel a bit. Yeah, why not become a cabin crew? That's absolutely great. That is what I have done, and I really enjoyed my 8 years of being a cabin crew. Eventually, I had to switch into something else. I have to change things around, and guys, let me tell you, sometimes in life you have to pursue some of your passions, some of your goals, some of your aspirations. If you aspire towards something, you have to pursue it sometimes, and you have to make changes, and changes are not easy. Learning new things is not an easy process, but I felt like it was the time for me to do that. So why did I resign from the position of cabin crew? Well, there's a few factors. First of all, I think it's accumulated tiredness. Now, obviously, in the Middle East, the big three airlines, you are expected to work, and you will work a lot. The schedules, the rosters can be quite tiring. You will have over 80 hours of flights every single month. And maybe some smaller airlines, they have way less than that. It really depends. But sometimes it can be accumulated tiredness, especially if you're doing this a few years. You will feel it at a certain point. That's what I experienced on my own skin, So I just feel I became more tired and a bit more jet lagged. It's harder to recover after a night flight, and those night flights aren't easy. It's a cycle of drinking coffee to stay awake and then sleeping but not sleeping enough, and then your sleep schedule is disrupted and so on and so forth. That for me was my biggest problem. Sometimes being unable to sleep enough and get a good rest before my duty. One other thing I noticed is I didn't enjoy my layovers as much. The first years of my aviation career, I really enjoyed going out in those layovers, going with the crew, going with the team, going out drinking, maybe having food some random place, and staying up all night maybe and not sleeping so much. And it's all fine because I was 23, 24. But as time passes by, I felt like I didn't enjoy my layovers as much. Many times I would not go out. I will just try to schedule my rest times in the layover, and hey, this layover is 24 hours. It has 2 sleeps in. I will sleep 6 hours here and 4 hours there before the flight. So those things, they kind of become a routine, and sometimes I was not feeling motivated to travel, to go out, to experiment the city, except of course maybe a new destination in which I really which I really wanted to see and to experience. Other than that, I was traveling light, let's put it this way. Now, obviously, also when it comes to passengers, from a crew perspective, there are flights that can be challenging, very much so. Especially in those airlines, expectations are high, and Etihad crew must be professional at all times and meet those kind of expectations. Some passengers are not easy to deal with. You're working as a frontline staff, and working with people, generally speaking, is not easy, right? Especially in an airline. Maybe you have a passenger already had troubles with their baggage in the airport, or maybe they are delayed, or their car broke down on the way, and then they might spill kind of that anger towards the frontline staff every once in a while, which may be the check-in staff checking in their tickets, or maybe even the cabin crew on board. Everybody's human, I understand that. People are very, very different. I'm trying to be politically correct speaking about this subject, but yeah, things can go wrong. Oftentimes, you can have flight delays, you can have medical emergencies on boards, and at a certain point, it takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you, and you will feel those kind of work-related tasks or issues at times. It takes a toll on you. Now, I think there's a lot of videos on YouTube about cabin crew resigning and posting their reasons why are they resigning. Many times it'll be like they miss their home, or they don't like the city they're in, with respective to the big three, Doha, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. So this is not my case. Although I do miss my family back at home, I do like Abu Dhabi. I like the city I live in. I think it's a great place to live. I made videos about it in the past. Abu Dhabi is the capital of the UAE, obviously. Neighbor city is Dubai, which is the fancy city. And I actually prefer Abu Dhabi to Dubai. It's more, let's say, family friendly. It's not as much traffic, not as many tourists. You can still feel a sense of belonging, of community. And UAE in general is a great place to live. The weather is not great for like 3 or 4 months, which is the hottest. But the rest, like the winter time right now, absolutely great weather. I love being outside, 26 degrees, 27 degrees. You can even go to the beach. It gets a bit chilly in the evening, but it's still nice. I really like UAE generally. That's my experience. Then I actually stayed in UAE. I'm just working right now on a different position. This is what happened. I quit my job as a cabin crew, and I pursue something else in the aviation industry. I still live in Abu Dhabi. I live in a new place. This is, this background is actually a new room. I rented a studio. It's outside of company accommodation, so it's the first time living here that I'm actually living alone. I don't have a flatmate anymore, which is great. I mean, depends on who you're living with, but obviously living alone is much better, right? Besides the points that I said about living the life of a cabin crew, I actually felt a bit stuck at a certain point. Do you know, sometimes in life when you just feel like you need a change and you're getting complacent and you want to progress in some ways, like you want something else, you just want something else, and you feel like you feel like you have the mental capacity, you feel like you can take on the world if given the opportunity. Well, sometimes you have to pursue those opportunities. And this is what I did. I felt the need for a change. I felt the need to progress in other ways. And I wanted to stop traveling. I wanted to stop living out of a suitcase, because after 8 years, I just felt it's enough. I felt it's enough. I felt it's time to move on. And I think when you feel that, you have to act upon it. Oftentimes you'll hear other people saying, hey, you can only do this cabin crew job for about 10 years. And I would say, no, you can do it for more. I have colleagues, they're here since, 2007, maybe 2008 in Etihad. And they're flying and they're fine. But it also depends on everyone. Some people, they love it for a lifetime. Some people, they use it as a motor for something else. They use it as a power engine to switch into something else. They use it as a temporary job, you know, traveling for a few years and then settling down eventually. Yeah, I think it's weird if I say I want to settle down. Like, it just sounds weird. Settling down doesn't really sound like something positive. It sounds like you're settling down, like you're, you know, it's down. It's not like settling up, right? It's just a weird saying. But I think I can kind of relate with that. Leaving out of a suitcase is fine, but at a certain point you want to celebrate birthdays and holidays like Christmas, participate in different events, and have a stable work schedule and work-life balance. If you become a cabin crew and you work as a cabin crew, you can also switch into something else later on. The world is yours. You have a lot of possibilities. You have to keep your eyes open, do courses, maybe do an extra college, learn new things, prove your skills to others. I'm happy that in Etihad we have this culture of promoting people and this culture of expanding one's horizons, which is absolutely crucial for everyone's development, right? It worked with a lot of people. I know a lot of people that switched from a cabin crew job to a corporate job. I will not talk about my new job at the moment. I think I can do this in a different video. But one thing I can say, it's a totally different landscape. It is quite a technical job as well in some aspects, so I had to learn some new skills. You have to be interested, you have to be passionate about those things, especially a new career. I'm the kind of person that asks everything and I want to know the answer for everything. So sometimes I'll be asking left and right if I don't know the answer, and I'll try to find the answer, and eventually I'll get the answer right. And that excites me about the fact that I have a challenge. And I'm able to accomplish things. And everything is new, is captivating. And before switching to a corporate job, before joining the corporate world, I honestly thought it's gonna be a bit worse than it is now. That I will not adapt fast enough to the new environment. But being able to adapt to new situations is a skill that I already mastered as a cabin crew, so that I found my new workplace to be easy to settle into. I'm working in the office now for Etihad Airways, the company that feels like home by now. I'm having good colleagues and a positive work environment. And the first 2 months, it's been a learning curve, but I'm managing well. One thing I appreciate is having good role models and mentors, guiding me to the right direction. That's priceless, both in your workplace and in life. After 2 months, I feel like I'm on a good path. So when I moved my job, I also had to move my apartment. So it was very busy. Like, I was coming from work, being new and everything, and maybe had to practice some things at home as well. But also I had to move my furniture, and it was so many things. So many new things to figure out. But eventually everything got done. This is one of the reasons I stopped posting much on social media. If you look at my Instagram posts for the past 3-4 months, posting constantly is not there. And the same with YouTube. For the past few months, it's been rare. All the views are down and everything, but it doesn't really matter on the grand scheme of things. Now, talking about social media, if I stopped being a cabin crew, what will happen to this channel? What's happening and what's gonna happen? Well, I'm still gonna keep posting cabin crew related content, aviation content as well. That may include a lot of aviation related things, from aircraft, from airline incidents, and so on and so forth. The world is mine. But I will still keep posting things related to the cabin crew job by itself. I'm still in the loop. All right, I think I will end this video. I'm not sure what else to say at this point. I cannot believe I'm making this video. I kept delaying making this video, but eventually you can only delay it so much. It had to come out. It had to come out. I'm sorry for everybody if I disappointed you in a way that maybe you're looking up to me, and maybe you're looking up to me for inspiration and motivation to become a cabin crew, maybe for advice, and then I left the job. I know this is I don't know how to put it. This is unusual, right? The positive is I'm still working for the same company. I'm still in the loop. I'm still working in aviation. I'm still in Abu Dhabi. So my content shouldn't change that much. That's for sure. That's for sure. One thing is for sure, I will stop posting those roster reveals because I have no more roster. No more roster, guys. Oh God. Yeah, I'm quite busy even now. Every day I'm working and I'm learning new things, and I'm sitting a bit over the schedule in office. So yeah, busy days, but had to make this video. Ladies and gents, please let me know in the comments section down below. What do you think about this change, about this move? Express your opinion. More videos will be coming, and maybe I will do a live video in which I can communicate with you directly, maybe respond on some of the comments live. Maybe we can do that. I used to do a few lives before. I didn't really got into them, but let's see. Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, all of that good stuff, and see you guys on the next one.